Could we be seeing Disneyland and Universal opening up soon? Well, kind of. Well, in this week's episode of Conquering Theme Parks, we're going to conquer how Disney and Universal could be opening up soon. What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to another episode of Conquering Theme Parks. So, if you guys have seen our last adventure, we were actually inside Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm had a 2-week food festival with no attractions. It was just strictly food and merchandise event. $25 to get in. You get 5 tastings. There was characters out, amazing boysenberry food, and all kinds of food. Because you know, Knott's Berry Farm has some great foods when they have these food festivals. There was music, and it was very, very safe feeling. There was a lot of social distancing being enforced. Everyone had masks on. There was a lot of elbow space, so I didn't feel very crammed and nervous about everyone being around me. And it was such a success that Knott's Berry Farm has extended it at least 2 more weeks and extending hours and food options. So I would have to say the Taste of Calico. It was such a success. Now, but how does this bring up the question of, is Universal and Disneyland opening up? Well, on the first day of Taste of Calico, Disney executives and Universal executives were spotted at the Taste of Calico. Now, why would they be at this festival in the first place? So it's brung up the rumor, and we're going to speculate. Could we be seeing Disneyland and Universal be opening up their own food festivals just like Knott's Berry Farm? It's possible. Now let's speculate. Let's start off with Disneyland. So if Disneyland opened up their own Taste of Disneyland, where would it be? The practical way would be in the Food and Wine parade route at Disney California Adventures, where they usually have the food and wine festivals. They can open up down that way. It could easily be able to social distance. There's a lot of stores you can go down on in Carthay Circle and Buena Vista Street, and they can even have Hollywood area open up too for more food booths and more merchandise. But there's a lot of people talking about the Taste of Main Street. This would be amazing because there's a lot of stores on Main Street in Disneyland, and you get to have the castle and many photo ops. But the hard thing is the Main Street USA is very, very narrow. So for them to have a food festival in the Main Street, they would have to use the food areas that they already have on Main Street, which they could possibly do social distancing with that. It's like I said, Main Street USA is very narrow, that all the stores are connected. It'd be kind of hard to do it down Main Street. But I mean, don't doubt Disney. Disney will find a way if they're really trying to do this Taste of Main Street. And it would be amazing. I know a lot of people would be going, because look at Downtown Disney has opened up, and people are going to just the Esplanade of the 2 parks taking photos. So the demand is there, but what would be the price for admission? Knott's Berry Farm, it was $25 to get in, and you get the tasting card with it. Disneyland would have to be a little bit more expensive because of just the demand. I'm thinking a good $50, maybe $60 to get in. And it's possible. I mean, personally, if they actually bring out the Taste of Main Street USA, I would go. No doubt about it. I'd be there. But then it begs the question if they're paying too much, if there's a lot of people going to show up. But also, are they able to do it? So that's my stance with Disneyland. Let's talk about Universal. The Taste of Universal. It's possible for Universal to be able to do it on the upper lot. There's just so much space. That's where most of their merchandise locations are. And just like in the courtyard area, there's a lot of space. They usually do a lot of events there. They can throw up a bunch of food stands there. And it'd probably be a little bit cheaper than Disneyland to get into this event. So yeah, and Universal will be able to follow social distancing, sanitation, and be able to do it with all that area up there. There's just so much space, unlike Main Street USA at Disneyland. So it also begs the question is, could they actually do these taste events at Disneyland and Universal? Universal, it looks like a better chance of them being able to do it because they have more space and they'll be able to social distance if they're really trying to do it. Disneyland, I see if they really want to do it, they'll do it at DCA. Main Street will be pushing it a little bit, probably less food options. And let's talk about what areas of these parks could be possibly open, because like I said earlier, no attractions can be open because of the state of California won't allow it. So in Disneyland, I think if they did Main Street, it'd be Town Square area, Main Street, the hub, and I think they could possibly extend it down the one way towards the Matterhorn, because there's a lot of space down that way, and that's part of the parade route, so there's a lot of space in that area. And that will open up the castle for photo ops, all the entrances to all the lands for photo ops, and just a bunch of merchandise down Main Street. They would just have to work a little bit harder on limiting how many people go inside those stores, because it's usually on both sides, they're all connected, so they're one big store. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do it. But if they did in DCA, pretty much Buena Vista Street, maybe Hollywoodland, and the parade pathway by Marvel Land and Cars Land up that way till probably where the Little Mermaid ride is. Universal, if they did this, it'd be just on the upper lot where there's a lot of space anyway, so I don't see them having a problem. If they do these taste events and they become very popular, very successful, it could prove to the California government that theme parks can open. So I could see it this way, as these theme parks, Disneyland, Universal, Knott's Berry Farm, using these type of food events to really prove that theme parks can really take this seriously, open up, and be able to control it without spiking any of the spread of this virus. I'm all for it. I'm all for these theme parks really trying to open up, because I'm really in Disney depression. I just want to go to a theme park. It was so exciting going to Knott's Berry Farm again and being able to soak in the atmosphere, because the best part of theme parks are the atmosphere. Whoa. Hold up there. Before we go any further, there has been a new rumor circulating right now for a taste of Disneyland. I'm talking about a taste of Galaxy's Edge. I know this is probably far-fetched and all, but Disney has released a book called The Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Traveler's Guide Up to Batuu. This was released in June 23rd. And in this book, it has noted of 3 food events to happen in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge: a Black Spire Day, Batuu Harvest Festival, and Life Day. I know this is kind of far-fetched and all, but it is kind of interesting Disney would add these to this book that has just released. So could Disney do a food taste of Galaxy's Edge? Maybe, but it's also located in the back of the park, so it'd be kind of hard for them to move people down that way without opening up the whole park. But it is something to really speculate that maybe they are in the works of a new food festival in the parks. What's your guys' thoughts? Do you really see a taste of Disneyland or a taste of Universal actually happening? What's your guys' speculations of why these Disney executives and Universal executives were at the Knott's Berry Farm Taste of Calico? Well, I hope you guys like to hit that like button. If you like to hit that subscribe button for more adventures. Also, check out the links at the end of my video for more of us and where you can find us on social medias. Peace out, weirdos.